Hello, everyone. I am, hi. This Facebook Live today is actually all about a wonderful experience that I'm going to be having Naima join me shortly. Here she comes. Yes, add. Good deal. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me so far. I got a couple people who are coming on. Still connecting. There we are. Hello.
I had to do the system asked me to tilt my phone to be here with you. So
Tilt?
yeah. So excuse my little coming on looking like I'm dropping out of the sky somewhere. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Carl. Good to see you. Thank you. Good deal.
Tazima, I'm gonna share my video right now, okay?
Okay, wonderful. So I'm gonna get us started. And the main thing, I'll be sharing a little bit when Naima starts talking. And I want to share, we're so excited. We have been talking and brainstorming and coming up with like good, yummy things. And I love what we're doing. So I'm really excited to mention and announce that we have come up with something wonderful. It is a special 90-day VIP
experience
program.
Yes.
Experience. It really is an experience. So what's beautiful about this 90 days is that by the way, let me make this super clear right now. This is for one woman. This is not open for a bunch of people. This is one woman. So we're looking for the right woman who really wants to get clear. And so that's actually one of the benefits. So let me talk about what you get. The clarity of knowing who your ideal client is, knowing being able to identify them, knowing what your ideal client will actually buy, how to be more powerful and confident, and also, you got to stop being underpaid, because this is all about having a business as a sex coach or sex professional in the sex space. Okay, so this is actually about being paid, being profitable. Profitability is something that not too many people know what that is, unfortunately. If you're in a business, you need to know what the word profitability means. So stop being underpaid and actually get some cash moving and flowing. Not just some cash, but way more money than you were expecting. So
that's right, Carl. Get paid.
Get paid.
Tazima, I have a question. Is it possible for you to like flip and have your back be your front, or you don't like your background on the other side?
There's not much there.
Okay.
There's just
only because the lighting, I think the lighting will be good for you to have the no.
Yeah.
So while you do that, and I'm just saying, I think it just looks better. I mean, I'm looking at you, and I would like to look at you lit up versus looking like you're in a cloud.
Yeah,
because that's what it looks like to me. If it's too much of a hassle, don't do it. While you're doing that, I will say that the key points that we're going to touch on is what we have been hearing from sex coaches, particularly over the last week, as Tazima and I have been collaborating and having private conversations with women in the sexuality space who they fall into different categories. There's the women that are like in this push-pull, like they want to go, but they're continuing to contract. Then there's the woman who's like, I'm so fucking done with playing small, I could die, right? And then there's the woman who's like, she's out there, but she's been playing small, she's been playing alone. There's that. And who this is really for is for the woman who is so fucking bored she could die. Who's so done with playing small she could die. Like she literally feels like she's dying. She's pissed off with being underpaid. She's pissed off with literally transforming lives and not making the money. She's just done, fed up, and she doesn't want she's done with baby steps. She's now ready to have a quantum leap and to step up big. And this VIP experience is an opportunity for her to have a big leap now, not later. Okay. So I just want to share that and to say that some of the key topics that we're going to be discussing here today are about playing big in the sexuality space, about playing big as a woman, and about playing big as an entrepreneur, and what we know to be some of the chief challenges, and then how to start to do something about it now, but then also do something very on purpose, because nobody gets big and plays big by themselves. So Tazima, with that, where do you want to take us, or should I take us?
I really want to talk about this idea of clarity, because the piece about clarity is actually the different, we've been working this conversation about coming out of the closet literally for like probably 2 weeks straight, almost that. And I've been thinking about this. I woke up with this idea this morning that if you're in the car, the clarity is like the accelerator and doubt is like the brakes. And the more that you get clear, the less and when you want something, but you are sort of about it and not, the clarity actually hits the nitrous. It makes everything big. It makes everything faster, move faster, and the doubt slows everything down. So when we're talking about being sick and tired of being sick and tired, like, that is full acceleration. And this clarity, sometimes you know that you want something, but you don't have the clarity to know exactly what it is. And that's exactly the kind of thing that this program will handle. And like we said, it's one woman. We know she's out there. We know you are out there waiting for someone to help you with this clarity piece, with being the confidence, being able to know what you need and want, and how to identify your ideal clients, because that's so critical.
So I want to share about what happens, because what we're doing here is really for the woman who wants to be on purpose. I did not become a multiple six-figure wealth and womanhood coach by taking baby steps, by hoping that it would work out, by looking for somebody to save me, by jumping on to free Facebook Lives and free webinars and little $20 workshops and, I didn't win by doing that. I won because I said, I'm going to win and I'm going to play the way that winners play, which means I'm going to get help, high level help. I'm not going to go hire some girl who's scarce in her own thinking, who's supposed to be a business coach and a wealth coach to help me. I hired the best to help me. I figured out, found the money, made the commitment that I was going to, and it wasn't a hope, it wasn't a wish, it was not a try. I was like, the woman who's going to enroll for this, she is the woman who was like me, is like, I'm fucking done with this man playing small and hanging out here with these little people who, like, knowing that you're better than that. And so here's what happened. So I remember there's this multiple seven-figure coach who I fell in love with, and was like, she went on a tour and she had an event in Los Angeles. At the time I was living in Northern California. It was just pathetic, my feast or famine financial reality, and I was pissed about it. And it was just, she lived on the East Coast, but she was coming on tour to the West Coast, and I was like, I don't know how I'm getting to LA, but I'm going, right? And so I scrapped together my little pennies, right? And got myself from the San Francisco Bay Area down to Los Angeles. And at this event, she presented a 3-day event in Florida. Okay? Like, if you want to go to the next level, you can, but you got to pay $1,000 for this event in Florida. And you have to pay all the expenses to get there. Okay? Flight, hotel, blah, 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 blah. And I remember I had to go in the corner. This was at a hotel, and like 100, 150 people there, and everybody's all cute and networking, and I'm having a breakdown, because I'm like, I literally felt like I was drowning. When you're ambitious, and that's the woman who we want to work with in this one woman, when you're ambitious, Because like when you're mediocre, you're mediocre. So it's like shit don't move you. You over there, you know? But when you're ambitious and you know that there's more in you that hasn't been touched, and yet you're swimming down here with kindergartners and you gotta scrap together pennies to get a freaking $100 flight to Los Angeles, that evokes such rage and frustration and anger. And that's where I was at this event. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm listening to everything she says. I'm excited, but I'm angry. And so then she presents this thing, and I'm like, you bitch, I don't have any money. I can't fly to Orlando. Ah! Like, I'm just angry.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I've been there so
and
myself. Yes.
What I didn't know then is that the anger is very good. This is a good thing. And so while everybody over there being all cute with their wine and hors d'oeuvres after the event, because after the event, they just brought, you know, wine and snacks into the room. And I'm over in the other corner hyperventilating because I got to make a decision, because it was only $1,000 if you paid for it right there. If you didn't, it went up to double. And I'm in the corner crying, hyperventilating, trying to figure it out. Naima, it was like death or life. It was life or death. Yeah. Literally, this is what it felt like.
It is.
And this is the woman who we want to work with, who's like, done. You don't hope. You didn't come into this like, we'll try. Like, if you're still trying, do not contact me or Tazima. Yeah. We are powerful women who have created success. Like, we don't have time for people who are trying and hoping, and I'm going to try my best and we'll see. Exactly. No, this is life or death. Like, you don't get to multiple six figures trying. You get to multiple six figures by deciding and going.
And this, I love that you said this about the anger and that sensation. The sensation that I have is partially anger, and partly it has been like, I need to get out of like this. It's almost like I wanted to take off my skin because it was so uncomfortable living in that moment of
the smallness.
Yes.
It's suffocating.
It's very suffocating.
Yeah.
I've been there several times. I know exactly what that feels like, and it's so uncomfortable. You have to do something that will help you to do the thing that you know in your heart needs to happen.
Otherwise, you start to suffer. You start to consume all these things that are cheaper calories. You start to overeat. You start to be easily angered. You start to be impatient. You lose your sex drive. You gain weight. You cry at night. You can't sleep. Like, that's what was happening with me.
Yeah.
And so it was literally like life or death in here. And what it really was my higher self was calling me to rise up. Like, Naima, you keep saying you want more. You keep saying that you're sick and tired of the smallness. Here's an opportunity. You can afford it. That's what, are you going to say? So I remember I was in the corner having this conversation with myself, and it's like, but what about this? And then like, it was just like this back and forth, and literally I was like having to communicate with my future self. And I talked about this on Pussy Money with Naima this morning, where when you're making decisions for your next level, like if your plan is to hit six figures for this year, like how do you think that's going to happen? Showing up to Facebook Lives, getting inspired, and then trying to let that be your inspiration for the week, for the month, for the year? And so when I made that decision, it was me making decisions for my future, not for my right now. Because see, what happens when you're in your right now and you make decisions for right now, then it keeps you in the right now. So if your right now is a financial reality of putting pennies together and trying to, financial woe, and you make a decision from that, that's what it's probably going to look like next month and the next month, versus if you look at where you want to go. Let's say to this year, your goal is six figures, or let's say it's 50,000. Let's say it's 200,000 for this year. Your decisions today have to be in line with the $200,000 goal. Okay.
That's right.
So that's exactly what I did. I remember I went, oh my God. And I think I split the money up. Like, this is money that was dedicated for something else. And I think I put it on like 3 different fucking cards to pay for this measly ass $1,000. Nothing. Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. 3 different cards. And I remember I went and told her I paid, and then I had to figure out the flight and the fucking hotel and all of that shit. And I figured it out. But what happened, let me tell you what happened. This is what happens when you upgrade, when you make a decision, no matter what, when you're afraid, when you don't know the answers, to figure it out. When I got to this event, it was in Orlando, Florida. When I got to this event and I walked in this room, I felt like I was walking into another world. I said, oh my God, this is how real winners play. Tazima, everybody was well dressed. I mean, this was clearly a room of prosperity. You know, you walk into a room and you can feel that there's money there, that there's higher level thinking people. And
it is a different world. It's not like a different world. It is a different world.
It's a different world.
It's a world of bigness. It is the place where you can step into that bigness, that tight, small feeling skin.
I mean, there were $1 million business owners in the room. There were multiple six-figure business owners in the room. So here I am networking with people who are $1 million in revenue when I'm at my little $70 a night hotel up the street because I couldn't afford to stay at the hotel where the event was. I put together pennies to get there. And let me tell you, so that event broke me open. That upgrade, that investment, that leaping, that figuring it out, that doing the thing that I thought I could not do, cracked me open to another person of myself that I knew was there but could not access on my own, and totally got me on a path of killing all of the old ideas that I have been holding about what I can and cannot do, and knowing that that is the worst. It's like purgatory. Like you talk about purgatory.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing this to show you that for those of you who know that you are powerful, or the one of you who's going to come in and take advantage of this VIP experience, because it's only one. And you are like I was, like Tazima was, where it's like you're hanging around the poor folks, but you know you're not poor. But you're making decisions like poor people. And you know, I would get on Facebook and do my videos about power and empowerment, and, you know, but I wasn't living that on a financial level. And there was a disconnect in knowing that you can be good. You can be really good at you can be among the best at what you do. And when your money is not together, when your financial reality is one of less than, or trying to scrap pennies together, that affects the way you interact with your clients, the way you feel. It starts to instigate the fraud factor. And so I share that with you to say that if you have been playing small and asking God to show you the way, or you came into 2018 saying, this is my year to speak on stages, to get clear about my message, to help more people, to come out powerfully. If this is the year to do that, and you want to do something big, you know that you need to take a big leap, not some baby step. This VIP package is most definitely, I should say, there's a 98% chance that it's for you. Okay, so we would have to have a conversation to get down to the nitty gritty. But if you're resonating with what it is that we're talking about, and you're ready for a big leap, beautiful, big, so you start to become more and have more in your bank account, this is very likely for you.
Exactly. And the piece I wanted to chime in and underscore here is the point that you said about cracking open. When you found, like, this is the moment, you knew it. How did you know it? You were hyperventilating in the corner. I've had that hyperventilation moment. I'm like, wait. And it turns from I can to how can I?
How can I?
I was there. I remember that moment. It was a pair of people. My people were a pair. It was a couple. And they were talking on stage, and I knew they were warming up for the offer that they were gonna have, and I knew everything. Even their tagline was just literally it was like it was written for me.
Yeah.
And I had committed so deeply that I wanted something better. That's why I had showed up. I cleared my schedule. I was like, fine, I'm here. This is like perfect, everything. And you'll notice that the things that are for you are literally perfect for you at the time. It's like the person is saying the right thing. They know how you feel. That's what happened to me. And they're standing on the stage, and I was like, okay, I know they're gonna do it. And then they drop it, and I was like, ow! Ah, don't know how yet, but I will. And like I talk to the people, and I'm over there. I'm crying with the speaker, and she's like taking her time with me, and she's like, it's okay, and I know, just breathe. And I was like, okay.
Life or death, man.
It was life or death, because I knew that what they were teaching was exactly the thing that I needed. I knew that when I stepped into that I would be that. And then when I showed up, they were like, I mean, it was almost as if like it was the missing piece that like went ka-thunk.
Yeah.
Boom. And then I could step into something new. And yeah, I cracked open in that way. I came out in a new way. This was like this was, coming out the closet 1.0, And then there was 2.0. And I would say this is probably 3.0 now that we're on, maybe 3.75, something like that. But the point being is like the cracking open was just this, it was like, not only was it joyful, but it was also like a relief of like, like, yes, this is terrifying, but like, in like a good way, like a really, something that's really, really satisfying.
So let's talk about Tazima. You talked about it in the beginning, but I want to reiterate it for the people who have just joined. What are the benefits of this VIP package?
Yeah, so this package will provide for you this clarity that we've been talking about, the knowing not only who your people are, your people, not Tazima's people, not Naima's people, not some other coach's people, not some other country, because your people, because you do have people. You have people who are following you now, whether you know it or not. If this is you, you definitely have your people already. What those people, those same people, your people will buy.
Yes. What it is that you have, that's the value that your people will pay for, right? That's what you're going to know within this 90-day period.
Exactly. You're also going to know exactly how to be with them as you're, so being really solid with yourself so that you can actually sell them the thing that they want to buy.
Yeah.
Because not being able to own that is tough. And even though you've got everything and you can't get to the point where they're ready to buy. So having them know what to do to have them be ready to buy.
Yeah, that's a way of being, knowing how to be with people, and you know how to be with people by learning how to be with yourself. So we'll be teaching you that skill as well.
Exactly. There are a couple things that you'll be doing. I'm excited about. Can we talk about the details?
Yeah.
Can we do it?
Okay, so let me share some, and then you can fill in. Okay. The details. Okay. I know you have details you're excited to share. I have details I'm excited to share. So first of all, the investment for this VIP package is $20,000. Okay, it's $20,000. You can split up the payment. And this is only, remember, this is for one woman. So it's not like you got several slots. This is for one woman, $20,000 or by Friday. So if a woman signed up today, then it's gone. So we're saying the first woman who signs up between today and Friday, this is who this is for. So one thing, the detail that I'm really excited about is where we're going to be hosting the VIP day. It's going to be at the St. Regis Hotel, which is a 5-star hotel in San Francisco. So you would have to factor in your travel to San Francisco if you don't already live, obviously, in the San Francisco Bay Area. I have hosted many VIP days at the St. Regis, and it is beautiful. We have our own butler. It's a spacious suite. We're on one of the top floors. The hotel is beautiful. So it really feeds the part of you that is becoming bigger and welcoming in more abundance. That's why I said doing something that's big, that where you really feel the gravity of such an investment really lifts you. I've had clients who have invested $20,000, $50,000 or more with me, and just by them making that investment, they made $5,000 in a day or $20,000 in 2 weeks, because they lift themselves into a vibration of making such a large investment, particularly in an area that feels very aligned for them. This is not something you just do like, oh, let me do this because this means I'm going to make if this really speaks to you, like it's just calling you, then that means you're in the whole vortex of the increase of it all. Okay.
Yeah.
So just imagine yourself flying, if you're not already here, flying to the San Francisco Bay Area, checking into your hotel, meeting us at the St. Regis in this 5-star suite, being greeted by the staff. Because that's one of the things that I love about the St. Regis and why I choose them is that they're consistent in every city. I've been to the St. Regis in Italy. I've been to the St. Regis in other cities throughout the United States, and their level of service is consistent no matter where you go. So you'll be treated very well by the staff. We can get you anything that you need, which is always a joy to be like, well, what do you need? And then we call our butler and the butler takes care of it. That's always a joy. And it really is to feed you, feed the part of you that's becoming abundant, feeding the part of you that's going to be on stages and can really receive, because the stage is really a matter of giving and receiving, right? For those of you who are aware of the stages, platforms that we're providing for those of you who want to speak more globally, the stage process is about people watching you, giving you their energy and feedback, and you nurturing them more, and this cyclical thing. And so having this experience, this VIP experience, it's a 5-star experience. It's you really receiving the abundance of it. And it's just this being able to have it, you know, sitting in this space. And this is a big part of what helped me cultivate my wealth consciousness, and doing it everywhere I went, in Italy, in a 5-star suite, at a beautiful restaurant, the places that really feel expansive and abundant and large for me. So if you pay in full, there are some bonuses that we're very happy to give you. One, they have beautiful dinners at the St. Regis. So when you pay in full, you're going to get a 5-star dinner, and you're going to get more with us. So more time with us. So what that means is, in the package, you get a full VIP day with me and Tazima at a 5-star suite at the St. Regis, and you get bi-weekly calls with us for 90 days. When you pay in full, you get weekly calls with us for 90 days, plus a 5-star dinner. And I feel like I want to add one more thing, actually. We will add I like emergency calls, because what happens is, for those of you who are, I keep saying those, but it's not multiple people, it's just for one woman.
It's not.
When you are in the process of having enrollment conference, like I have a client right now, like we are so on it with her sales conversations. And so what happens is, she wants to talk to me now about something because she has a call coming up in an hour or tomorrow morning, and she doesn't necessarily want to wait until our session. So we want to also bonus you with 2 emergency calls, meaning they don't have to be scheduled. They could be, you could be like, Tazima, can I talk to you tomorrow? Or are you available in the next hour? Like, my clients use those and love those. I'll say a good 80% of my clients use those, particularly the ones who are very actively working towards sales, right? Or speaking. They're speaking on stages, or they're selling, and they want to make sure they got it tight, they got it right, they got questions, etc. So when you pay in full, that's what it'll be. Now, the VIP day, anyway, I'm getting ready to go into too many details. For the person who this is for, any questions that you have, obviously, we're happy to answer them. And so you can talk to me or Tazima about it. So you inbox us. That's how you move forward. Inbox myself or her to sign up for this. And remember, it's the very first woman who this is a good fit for, or Friday is the deadline. We're not allowed, if no one has registered by Friday, this will not be available after Friday. We have this 5-week course coming up. We also have our private clients. We wanted to do something because we're hearing in these conversations women at different levels. Not everybody wants a group. Not everybody wants to do it the way we already have it set up. So we decided to put out just this one spot for a higher level that we have room for. But if no one eats it up by Friday, it's done. So if it's you and you know this is for you, contact myself or Tazima, and we'll answer your questions, help you make a decision, yes or no, and we'll take it from there. So what details do you want to share, Tazima?
I love what you were saying about the increase. And this increase thing works like magic. I know I've been on the before and after of this increase thing, and like I love that what you said about stepping into the room. The people that I'm around now in my business, in my networking, in where I am, these people are not the people that I was with before I had that hyperventilation moment. And the level of confidence that I have now, having been in those circles, having shifted and had the increased experience in my coaching work, in my business, in my life, is really huge. So I just want to say, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of being underpaid, you know you're worth more than what you're getting right now. You have that uncomfortable, tight, yucky feeling of being inside of the chrysalis, and you're ready to come out of there and transform and fly. Let's do this.
Amen.
That more money, more clients, more and more satisfaction.
Yeah.
I'm big on being fully satisfied about what I'm doing, and I feel more satisfaction in this increase.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
It feels really good. It feels, I've done countless VIP days, and they're only VIP when they're 5-star level, and they're really, really exquisite. They're really, it's an experience. It's something that once you experience it, you can never go back, you know? And so it really inspires the part of you that's then going to leave there and then go continue to build your business and then coming back to your calls. Because what I would like it to be is that we have your VIP day within the next 30 days, and then we're continuing with your calls. So everything that becomes open and transformed and nourished in the VIP day, you then fuel it into the calls that we continue to have, and that there's this momentum that builds, and you just start to have results you've never had before. People start to look at you and who you didn't even know were watching you, saying, "You're amazing. How did you do it? Help me," this kind of a thing. So there's such a magic in the leaping when you know it's your time to leap. It's a conscious leaping. So again, inbox myself or Tazima, thrilled for the right woman, thrilled for the right woman. And Tazima, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, beautiful. Yes, so we're both available on Messenger. Send us a message, inbox us, let us know. We're happy, so happy to welcome you. This is that one woman. I know you're out there. I know you're listening. If you know of someone who has been talking about the kinds of things that we have been talking about, and it sounds like this might be for them, let them know that this video is out there. Send it to them in a secret message. If you want to keep it secret, that's fine. Our job is to help you come out of the closet. It can be in the closet for
And
now,
the last thing I want to say actually
yes,
is that if you are somebody who wants something more introductory, the 5-week course, remember, that is available. So Tazima will put the link to join the group with this video. Click the link with this video, and then you can join the group to get details about the 5-week experience. The deadline to register for that is Saturday. All right.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tazima.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.